just picked like 8 cucumbers this morning, but if I look, sometimes I can find one. Do you spot one? Do you see it? It's in there. There we go. And we need to put that one right there. I need to get this one too. Ouch! These are a little pokey. There we go. That's a fun one. If you've never felt a cucumber leaf, they're absolutely the best texture and ASMR inducing plant. Today is farmer's market day, and I actually meet my mom at the farmer's market sometimes because she works around the corner and she could take a break and go buy some vegetables with me. This is actually a cup that I bought at the farmer's market a couple weeks ago from a potter, and I just want to say, support your local artists. Today's a vlog I don't know how to introduce yet because I don't know what it's going to be about. That's called improvisation. Oh, side note, I was on the improv team when I was in high school. I'm not sure if it gets nerdier than that. I was also the president of the French club. It's officially summer, and this is my favorite season in the entire world out of all 4 of them. It's hot, it's sweaty. Our little old house doesn't have any insulation or air conditioning, so we basically just drink hot tea and snuggle up real close. I'm just gonna take you along my day. I'm doing a lot of prep work because my sister is coming into town today. Wait. Today. She's coming into town today. I'm not picking her up at the airport or anything, so I don't see her till tomorrow. I don't know if anyone else has siblings or best friends who are long distance, and you FaceTime your usual amount, and then when it gets closer to the visit that you're gonna go visit them or they're gonna visit you, you start like FaceTiming all the time, like 4 times a day, and like talking about how you're gonna hang out. And it doesn't make any sense because we're both really busy and wasting our time on FaceTime just staring at each other. I think I'm in love with my sister.
Red, white, and blue.
Look how cute my mom is. Oh my gosh, Mom. That's too much.
I had a navy sweater, but I took it off and found it.
You are so patriotic. Okay, what are you gonna get at the market today?
I got some of the hummus and chips, and I got some of the Reed avocados because he says only 2 more weeks. They're almost gone.
Yeah.
So, and with Hannah and the fam coming.
No.
What?
Not Hannah.
I'm sorry, Ellen and the fam. Sorry.
She does this all the time. Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna reuse this plastic bag.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want some, baby, what are these?
Mulberries.
I don't think I've ever had a mulberry.
They're the best.
They're really good?
Yeah, they're my favorite.
What are they called?
Mulberries.
Oh, wow.
They're so delicious.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me.
I'm gonna do a farmer's market haul. As I said, my sister is coming to town. My sister is my best friend in the whole world and I need her right now so bad. And when she comes to town, I like to buy extra at the farmer's market because that girl can eat and her babies can eat, so I like to have lots of things stocked up. They're not staying with us because our house is tiny. We barely have room for our own bed. Also, we're having a housewarming party, and so I got a lot of stuff for that. I'm so excited for the party and for everyone to come over, even though the place is not even finished. It'll be so fun to warm up the house. In your culture, by the way, if you're outside the US, do you guys have housewarming parties when you buy a new home or move into a new apartment or something? And I'm wondering what it's called because I learned the French term for it and it's so random. It's not a direct translation at all. Someone's calling me! Hey Beck, shout out to friends who call you back and aren't weird about talking on the phone, because people are weird about talking on the phone these days, right? People just want to text. I call people and caught them off guard, they're always like, hello? I know that I shake when I hold the camera sometimes, and I'm trying really hard not to. I even spent money on a gimbal, which is like a stabilizer, but I can't figure out how to use it, so I'm working on it, and pretty soon you're gonna have super flowy, smooth shots from Hannah. You're gonna be like, What is this channel? Pickup Limes? At the market I got a lot of berries. I got strawberries as well as blackberries and blueberries, which I'm sure you recognize, but I also got a full tray of mulberries, which is such a freaking splurge because they're expensive, but they are my favorite fruit, I believe. They're so delicious. I even picked some when I was in Indiana because Kendra's property had like a bunch of mulberry trees on it. I have some cherries, which are really sweet. These are Reed avocados. Obviously, avocados are a staple in the household, but these avocados you might notice are quite large. They have a pretty short season, but I think they're native in California and they're super fatty and buttery and rich and delicious. The same farmer who grows the Reeds has these really good grapefruit. I also have this weird conspiracy idea about Amy Sherman Palladino, who wrote Gilmore Girls, about grapefruit, because I feel like in everything I've ever seen her write, she mentions grapefruit 1,000 times. Anyone know what I'm talking about? So I eat grapefruit too, because that's how much I love Amy Sherman Palladino. And because it's summer, I got a lot of stone fruit. I have nectarines, peaches, both white and yellow, and plums. I did not get the apricots because they didn't look that great, but I got quite a lot here because they do need to ripen, and they're just such a great little snack that you can grab. I got a cauliflower because they were only $2. That's a really good price. Okay, corn. I actually got 15 cobs, which is a lot, and it's only because I'm gonna do corn on the cob for the party, and we like to boil them instead of grill them. We think they're super sweet. I got some summer squash, zucchini, and yellow squash. I really like to spiralize these and put these on salads. Green onion, which is just so flavorful and actually quite healthful. I love putting fennel in my salads as well. It's just very crunchy. It has a licorice flavor. I always get at least one bunch of kale at the farmer's market because it's normally a better price than at the store, and it's really good to throw into green smoothies. So great to get your leafy greens in. And of course we have a giant pile of green leaf lettuce, which look how gorgeous this stuff is. This is some good lettuce right here. Finally, I got radishes, which I just love to throw in salads, and this is the only piece of plastic I use. I am going to rinse this out and reuse this bag. And I do want to say, whenever I buy berries, I have experimented with giving the boxes right back to the farmer as I purchase them, but then my berries just get squished in a bag. So I decided that I just take the box with me, I save them, and I return them to the farmer, and they're always really appreciative because these are expensive to purchase and they get to reuse them.
Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams, and then I saw her face.
Evenly, or like, what's your plan? Do you want them right next to each other?
Do they get bigger?
They will, yeah.
Then I think they should be farther apart so they can get bigger, right?
I do something really funny. I call it the CPR method. Okay. So I turn the pot on the side, and then I just go. It'll be okay. Plant roots grow pretty quickly.
Don't die on me!
Now I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Whoa, look at my runner's tan line.
You're gonna say look at my boobs, and I was just like, okay.
You could look at my boobs if you wanted. This is, oh my gosh, that was hard work. This is my neighbor Sarah.
Hi.
Thank you for helping me plant my kangaroo paws.
Of course. I love gardening.
It's so fun. We were just talking about the benefits of gardening and how fortunate we are to have a yard, because a lot of people don't have access to yards. And but at the same time, if you want to plant, you can make it happen, right?
Yeah, just get a little house plant.
Yes.
There's all sorts of benefits for indoor plants too.
Yes. I just want to share the experience of when I first met Sarah and John. Because our backyards are obviously neighboring, and when I'm on my deck, I can look into your yard. Yep. So I was like, when we were moving in, and I introduced myself, and I had Padme with me, and I was like, hey, oh, this is Padme, and Sarah goes, oh, great. And I'm like, yeah, from Star Wars. She's like, perfect. You guys are nerds, just like us. What do you do for work, Sarah?
I am a high school science teacher.
And John teaches science as well.
Yes.
I'm the only non-science person among us.
You don't have to have a degree in science to be a science person.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah.
You just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I want to be a science person without a science degree.
Anybody can be a science person. We can work on that.
Yeah, teach me stuff.
Of course!
Sarah wants to start a YouTube channel, and I am encouraging her to get started. After your big camping trip, you're going to come back and start it.
Yes. when I have more time.
Sarah has really inspired me lately for her love for flowers. I'm really inspired by growing food, and this is why I'm all about my cucumbers and tomatoes lately and herbs, but Sarah has this gorgeous garden in her front yard of, what do you call them? Drought-tolerant perennial flowers?
Yes.
And they started small, and you said the neighborhood like thought you were crazy at first?
Yeah, because I'm pretty broke. I just got done with graduate school, so I didn't have money to hire a professional landscaper, and when I go to the nurseries, I can only buy a couple at a time.
And the small, you have to buy them as seeds or as small starts, right?
I buy them usually the small starters.
Yeah.
And so a couple at a time would just start cropping up in my front yard, and the neighborhood kind of thought I was nuts for a little while because there's no rhyme or reason. None of my plants really match each other.
Yeah, you're just creating your own field of flowers, basically.
Yeah.
And right now it looks like tiny flowers, but they're all just gonna grow and get bushy and beautiful and take over.
Yeah, that's the hope. I want a wildflower front yard. I don't want grass.
Right. Yeah.
Flowers are just so much easier, and
They
they're
are.
the ones, if you buy them drought tolerant, they're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you see those like beautiful suburban neighborhoods with like gorgeous grass lawns. They look really pretty, I'll admit it. I like the look of grass, but man, that stuff is expensive and just real pain to keep up.
I can't pay that water bill.
No. If you want to see more of Sarah, do back to back. I like back to back because we look cute. Does this remind you of like Limited 2? Or Delia's?
Oh gosh.
Remember Delia's?
Oh my god, we're going out to the 90s now.
If you want to see more of Sarah, comment, like, subscribe. Just kidding. Just comment. But you can like and subscribe if you want. Okay, bye.
That'd be huge.
It's huge. Come, come. No, this is big. What?
Walk right through it, yeah. There was one that kept going from our, like, right at our front door, so every morning.
The zoom is so close, it's scaring me. You can get a picture of like a hand versus a spider.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay, you said he's called an orb weaver?
Uh-huh. And this is a she, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
Usually the females in nature are much bigger than the males, especially when they do things like lay eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because eggs are energetically expensive, so the bigger the female, the more eggs she can produce.
It's like birthing hips.
Yes.
I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing.